Hey, Dad,
What?
what is the most depressing thing you've ever seen while bass fishing?
Depressing? That's a good one. I have one for you. All right, now this is a long time ago. Me and Mr. Kev had a big tournament coming up Saturday. This was Wednesday, Thursday. We were pre-fishing. Toledo Bend. We had this good spot for the shad spawn that we had some big fish lined up on. But we wanted to go pre-fish a couple days before just to make sure everything was lined up. Now, I'll tell you up front, I've seen a whole lot of 7, 8, 9 pound fish. Haven't seen many over 10, but I know what a big fish looks like. All right. So whenever we pre-fish or in this condition, we took the hooks off of our popar and our Zara spook. Okay. So we got to our spot, probably the third or fourth cast with my Zara spook with no hooks on it. Again, we're pre-fishing. Eli, when I tell you there was a topwater eruption on my hookless Zara spook, there was an eruption, okay? I panicked. I set the hooks, or I set the bait, set my hook, no hooks on there. I set, and I remember Kevin, he's like, dude, how big is he? And I was like, I don't know, man. He said, well, lift him up out of the water, make him jump so we can see how big he was. And I was like, no, I don't, if he's gonna come off, I'm gonna try to reel him into the boat and we can grab him. And he's like, dude, that's never gonna happen. I was like, we're gonna try. I don't know how big the fish was at this point, but I knew he was big, okay? So it actually worked. I got him almost to the boat and Kevin was down there on his belly, reaching out as far as he could. And I felt that fish. I felt that fish coming up, man. I shoved my rod tip into the water and tried to keep him down. That fish lifted my whole rod and reel and arms up. Eli, he came up and shook about 3 or 4 foot off the side of the boat. When I tell you this fish was 12 to 15 pounds, he might have been 18 pounds. I don't know. But his mouth was this big around, dude. He spit that hookless Zara spook up in the stratosphere. It took that spook probably 30 seconds to land back in the water. Anyway, gone. I lay in the bottom of the deck in the fetal position, just huddled up. I can't remember how long. All I remember is Kev. Whenever Kev stopped crying, he shook me, and we went back to the boat launch, went home, and I think I cried myself to sleep.